This is kind of nice weather today.
Are you really recording it?
No.
No.
She's just putting it,
I just put my camera on you and that's
You are like,
I don't really want it, but I know that once we will have it.
you don't want it, but once. So it's
Why you will like resign on protection?
too lazy to buy.
Too lazy to buy.
To buy it.
You're not buying any protection now, so
Okay, so.
so it can happen.
Jadi kita sedang berbicara soal punya anak versus nggak punya anak. Nah, di sini gue ada teman gue, Lidinka dan Rolly. We're asking their opinion about having children or not because the thing is that we're likely planning to have a baby, but my wife doesn't want to,
Yeah, once.
and they don't want at all.
Oh.
Correct.
Okay, so we're now going to listen to their conversation. Okay, check it out. Children or non-children?
Not. I don't imagine to sacrifice myself so much for, the children, because I think that they consume a lot of time. You don't decide for yourself anymore. Let's say, I don't know today if I'm bored from the life here in the Czech Republic, I can move anywhere, while with the children it's much more complicated.
But children are your regeneration for your. I mean, Lidinka Junior or so. I mean, is it not important for you?
No, I don't think so. I mean to live here, let's say some kind of legacy, something, I guess you can do a lot, influence people around you, or influence your present or future with your own actions, and finally your children will be like independent and they don't need to have the same philosophy like you necessarily.
The answer is totally serious.
No, but that's true finally.
That's true,
You
yeah.
can project yourself like, let's say, I like to go to the theater and my boyfriend doesn't want to, so I will have a child for that, because
Right.
Your child probably will hate the theater, he will better play football that doesn't interest you, for example, or something, and you need to tell him, yeah, okay, let's go and play it if it's what make you happy.
That's terrible, because I'm planning to have a kid so that I have someone to bake with and someone who will eat what I bake, because my husband doesn't eat it, so
I
Yeah,
don't.
and you will have a girl who wanna be a model. Or a ballet dancer.
So no one will be taking care of you in the future.
I think Rolly, or in the worst case.
I mean, for the worst case, if Rolly passed away and you're alone and no one's taking care of you in your old times, let's say.
I hope I will have some friends around me.
Okay.
And, dog
Okay.
in the worst case.
Okay.
It's also the case because your children can also move abroad or something like
That's right. That's right.
As Audrey Hepburn said, you've got only one hand that you can count on, and these are the one that starts from your shoulders.
Yeah, because comparing to Indonesian culture, every parents always want to have children because they always think that in the future there will be someone who will be taking care of you.
Yeah, but you also, I guess, like seen that in Peru against in Europe, you also raise the child with the same philosophy. While here you raise them to be completely independent and make their own life and not to get so fixed on you. Attached, exactly.
Of course. She's always going back to Slovakia to take care of her parents. I mean,
I don't know what.
Yeah, this is very normal, like in the religion.
That's kind of normal also in Indonesia. I mean, that's
I think Slovak is just the same.
yeah. Children or non-children.
Once, yeah. But I can also imagine not having them. Because yeah, you can have your own life, you can do what you want, you don't have to split your time between the children and your own hobbies or something.
Okay.
You don't have to put so much effort into
But
making them into decent people.
but there is, let's say, an opportunity for you to have a baby, right? At least one or two.
And
Yeah, I mean, there is always opportunity, chance for you. Yeah. Because for them, totally not at all. For these two guys, this and this.
it can change, like for me, maybe now I don't want it, maybe next month I will be in such a hormonal state that I will want the baby immediately.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe I will change the mind. I've already had like 2 periods when I wanted the children.
Yeah.
So,
And it may happen also if you are getting pregnant
yeah.
tomorrow, let's say.
You have to accept it. We will not get rid of it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But okay, this is the question. What do you think about the culture where pushes you to have children immediately after getting married?
It's awful.
Because I'm Indonesian and but a lot of people are pushed after getting married to have a baby as soon as possible after they get married. Okay, so I need some opinions from my friends here, European friends and Latin American friends. What do you think about that?
Okay. I think it's a little bit primitive. You know, even in my country, I will see it like this. Like you don't
This is
need,
really funny.
I mean, you don't need something specific. You talk about kids, for example, but you don't need anything specific like being with kids or even getting married or something specific like having a house or having a dog or having something specific to be happy in your life. But you decide actually what made you happy in the end. If something like marriage or having a kid made you happy, so go for it.
Okay,
But
that's.
not everyone, like, you know.
But you know, sometimes my friends, let's say my friends in Indonesia, they don't want to have a baby as soon as possible after they're getting married. But the parents forced to do that. So the problem is on their parents. Let's say culture.
Yeah. I think I mean in the past, like so many years ago, it was not like more like pushing, but it was a need because it was about supervision, you know.
Yeah.
The more you reproduce, the more possibilities you have or you try to survive and so on. But we are not in that case anymore. Now we are overpopulated.
Of course,
you
yeah.
can have your time to have or not to have a kid. It's up to you.
It depends. Probably in Czech Republic, it's like, yeah, because they don't have a lot of people here.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for Indonesia, I think it's overpopulated.
Yeah.
So I think it should be stopped. Anyway, in Indonesia.
Yeah. Also
Not-
Peru, I would say.
In Peru as well.
Yeah. And what do you think, Lidinka?
Actually, I think that actually an individual is born to look for a satisfaction for what makes you happy, you know, and the other person shouldn't try to push you somewhere where you, for example, wouldn't like to be because it's not your way to live. So I think it's nice when people decide and have child, etc. But actually, in the modern world, I think like we face a lot of things that the society is expecting from us.
Right.
For example, to be young for the longest as possible, beautiful, thin, successful, or something like this. So even to have another. Expectations that we need to feel in relation to our parents, etc. So I think it's not rational or nice.
You say it's cultural, but as a parent, you are part of the culture, but still you are an individual with a brain, so you can still think independently. And if the culture is requesting it, doesn't mean that it's the thing which your kid needs. So you should be paying attention to the needs of your children and not being like, yeah, listening to the culture and doing what the people around you expect from your kids. You should be, yeah, you should understand that the child just got married, want to be with his partner or her partner and know each other, maybe first, I don't know, buy a house or just enjoy the life or build the career. You shouldn't like push anyone to do something they don't want to.
So basically depends on the culture, right?
I don't know if it depends on culture, but still every individual has different needs, different wishes. If you're not getting married just because you want to have kids in next 9 months, then you should not be pushed to do that. Like, why? You have your own life, you can decide what you want. Why should people tell you? And you know the worst case is when you are infertile or something and the people are asking you, why will you have kids? Why you for the...
It's kind of privacy.
Yeah, like what if you have some health problems and the people around you don't have no idea and are asking you when finally you will have a kid because you've been married for 2 years and you still don't have a kid. What if you can't have it? Or what if you are really trying for I don't know how long and you just can't get successful, you know? That's so rude. And like people are just maybe popping this question because it's the most easiest way how to like connect and have a conversation, but it's super stupid and the people should really think about it before they ask, because really the person could have some more serious reasons why than just that they don't want to have the kids. So please stop asking these questions, really personal and it's stupid.
Nope.
This is nice opinion, you know. Doesn't matter, let's say, because it's related to culture.
Yeah,
culture
but
is culture.
You still should be an individual thinking with your brain and like question yourself if what the culture wants from you, if it's really correct, and you should really behave in the way that it wants you to behave. If you don't think it's okay, then you should not do it. You should not, you know, ask questions which are maybe not acceptable for someone or put someone in an uncomfortable position. Why would you do that? You don't have to like blame it on the culture, that the culture, it's normal to ask everyone why, when, and they will have kids. No, you find out that you don't need to start a conversation with this question, that there are so many other topics that you can ask and have a conversation about. Just to do a small talk by teasing someone when you will finally have kids, that's not fun, really.
I don't want to say that no, having children is bad or having children is good, but
I'm also in the middle. I'm like, I don't really want them, but if they will come, I will be glad.
see, Slovak people are nice, but sometimes they're crazy.
But again, this is generalizing. Maybe we have to look at it individually. Maybe it depends on my personal, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. In Indonesia, some people are getting married, but they don't want to have a baby as soon as possible after getting married. But apparently, they have it.
Yeah, and also here, like people, especially those who don't go to university, but they start to live by working much sooner, they also tend to get married sooner in a lower age, have children, because that's a like normal evaluation of their life, which is okay, but it's not for everyone. Someone has different way of how he sees the life.
But if I am not mistaken, you are in the period in which whatever can happen, right? Like something
now,
like that.
not yet, but in the future, I don't know, next year maybe the baby will be more than welcome.
Okay.
Jadi pembicaraan ini bukan nyudutin satu pihak atau pihak yang lain. Jadi ini cuma personal opinion aja. Apa pendapat pribadinya Adriana, Rolly, dan Lidinka. Jadi gue tahu di Indonesia itu mungkin sesuatu hal yang apa ya, sakral ya. Begitu lu menikah lu punya anak gitu. Tapi kalau di sini enggak. Ada beberapa orang yang gue pengen banget punya anak ketika habis nikah gitu, atau ketika sebelum menikah. Itu tergantung. Kalau di Indonesia kan lo habis nikah harus banget punya anak. Nggak harus banget sih, maksudnya ada beberapa kultur, ada beberapa orang tua yang kapan punya anak gitu. Tapi ya tergantung sih. Itu orang ngapain. Ya tergantung sih. Jadi oke, pembicaraan ini cuma sekedar ngalor ngidul, dan ini adalah buat pengetahuan lu semua bahwa orang-orang, bahwa lu bukan cuma ada di Indonesia, tapi di luar Indonesia tuh ada banyak opinion, ada banyak personal opinion yang lu nggak tahu, dan gue juga nggak tahu, mereka juga nggak tahu. Jadi tergantung orang-orangnya aja. Oke?